Let me just check. Oh, good, it works. So, I just want to come on really quickly because I'm in the middle of finishing off some blog posts and sending some emails to my insider members and just constantly talking about Creativity Catalyst and doing all this work. And I wanted to just come on to talk about some lies of resistance because I was going through the content that I'll be sharing in the Creativity Catalyst course. I will put it in the link below. But one of the lies, and there's a few of them we will probably cover in the course and stuff, but I just wanted to share just maybe a series of videos. I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in. If you are, definitely comment below creative resistance in the comments below so I know if whether or not this is like a topic that you'll be interested in. But so today, I know that when it comes to creative projects, so when you want to do something big or something new or something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, you hit what Steven Pressfield calls resistance with like a capital R, where it's basically you just come up against these kind of blocks or these fears, or you just kind of feel stuck, or you just can't do it because there are these reasons, and really it's just your inner critic. Or as Mr. Pressfield talks about it in his book, The War of Art and Do the Work, is resistance. It's like the anti-force to the inspiration and the muse and creativity and all the goodness that you want to do to level yourself up, to do the things that you've always wanted to do, that's been calling in your heart. And so, and I find, and I've found, and I know that for a lot of my creative friends and people in this space, and talking to you guys as well, that there's a lot of lies that come up, and yet it is so true, and it rings so real in our minds that we just kind of forget that actually, no, that voice is not actually us. It's just resistance, and it's actually a really good sign that you're going in the right direction, because obviously that comes up to try and either protect you or to stop you because there's something that you're afraid of, and it's a good way to investigate that and explore that and know what it is that you need to release, or to find some sort of security, or to work through that fear in order to keep going with that project. And so for me, I'm really experiencing it now because I'm in the middle of launching Creativity Catalyst. It's the course, and it's amazing. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm feeling the excitement, and people are loving it, and they need it, and they want it, and I get that. And then at the same time, I'm hitting the resistance of all the things. And so, okay, long story short, one of the lies I want to talk about before I keep waffling on is the idea where you get told, you know, if you can't do all of it in one go, if you can't make that painting, if you can't write that essay, if you can't, for me, you know, create the whole entire content that I wanted to sit down and write, if you can't do it all in one sitting, then you shouldn't bother starting. And that's a lie. But yet, so many of us, and I've been talking to other people, so many of us kind of think, no, that's true. If I don't have the time, it's because I don't have the time, because I need to sit it down and do it all in one go, you know, because then otherwise I might lose the inspiration, I might forget my ideas, or I might not feel like it later, or I might not have enough time later, and I need to be able to do it in that 5 hours that it's going to need. And it's such a lie, because it means you don't ever start. And if you don't start, you don't actually make it, and then you just constantly think about it, as opposed to if you just go, look, I have 10 minutes now, what can I do in that 10 minutes, or what can I do in that 15 minutes? And I'm learning this more and more, because I'm always doing things in between, you know, trying to make little craft projects, or making a bit of lunch, or setting her Indigo up with one of her other activities, and in between, and she'll come and interrupt me. But that's just the only way I can get these kind of projects going and get it done. Because if I always believed and followed that lie, which I get all the time, oh, you need to do it all in one go, otherwise you're just going to lose your train of thought. And I totally get that. You do sometimes lose your train of thought, but at the same time, if you never start, then you can't get that momentum going. And so every time if I come up against that as an excuse, and I know it's an excuse because I haven't started the project, and I'm feeling like, no, you know, tomorrow I'm going to make sure I have 2 hours free in one go, and then I can nut the whole thing out and do it all in one go. But then the next day comes and something else always comes up, so I know it's a lie, and all I have to do is actually just start. What can I do now in 5 minutes to get the ball rolling? Because the hardest part is actually getting the ball rolling, and then once you can do that and just keep it going, even though it's in little bits, that's when you can really fight resistance and push back and really get that project going that you've been wanting to do. So this is just a quick video I wanted to do before I finish off my work and go for dinner and all that kind of things, because if you just joined, I'm talking about one of the lies of resistance being that if you can't do it all in one go, in one sitting, you shouldn't bother starting. And that's a lie by resistance, or the inner whatever critic it is. And I'm suggesting that if you can just start with whatever 5-minute, 10-minute thing, that instead of waiting to start, that you actually begin and then get that ball rolling, you'll end up creating and finishing that project a lot faster and actually getting it out there, instead of believing these lies, which then actually makes it harder and harder to do it, and then you lose faith in yourself and all of that. And I'm really learning that, because I'm really trying to squeeze things in between little moments of pockets of time that I can do. And the other thing as well is that's why I'm feeling all the overwhelm. I'm really learning, because I'm not drawing the boundaries of it, because I'm thinking in my head, once I start, I can't stop. And again, that's another lie of resistance, where if you actually kind of stop halfway, you can actually come back to it a little bit faster and slip back into flow a bit faster as well. And so anyway, I hope this was useful and helpful if you are feeling the resistance and of projects that you've been wanting to do and been thinking about for a long time, or talking about it for a long time, but you haven't quite started. Just start. Even if you can't do it all in one go, which you won't. Any big project that you love and you want to do has been calling at you, it's probably going to take a little while, and you're going to edit it, and don't let that lie stop you from actually diving in. And I'm thinking about all of these things because I'm obviously launching Creativity Catalyst as my new course. There'll be a link below if you want to learn more about it, but otherwise I hope you had a great day, or I'm hoping you're going to have a great day if you're going to watch the replay about this later. There'll be probably more videos as I share different lies of resistance, with just a little recap of what I'll be covering in the actual course itself. But I just wanted to share, because I know so many of us have these kind of, we don't think of them as excuses, but as reasons why we can't start that thing that we want to do. Or it would be nice one time when we have a bit more time, we can start doing that thing we want to do, when really half of them, or if not all of them, are just excuses and they're just lies. And I totally understand. But if you can just dive in, it doesn't have to be too big. It just needs to be 5 minutes. And just have fun with it. I think if you can just have fun with it and draw the boundaries around it, then you don't let those lies get to you, and you can see it for what it is, and then you can begin that project that you've been wanting to do. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next video.